Hey Taylor, it's Monday. I actually wanted to start this video before 6:30 p.m. For a multitude of reasons. One, I have the house to myself. I am sitting on a couch and I'm crocheting. One of these two things you probably did not know I could do. That's right, I know what a couch is for. I have a house to myself. uh, Sorry, I wanted to use that joke. I was going to one up your entire thing of doing a video by lamplight and doing a video by candlelight, but I don't have a candle and it's not dark enough to do a video by candlelight. It is cold enough though. It's currently, I think that says 55. It's currently 55 or 65. I think that's 55. It's currently 55 outside. I know to you that's not cold, but to me that's freezing. It also hit freezing last night. It was 30. We had a freeze warning. I had to turn the pilot light on my own. Not like that's hard, but, you know, living out in the desert, since we have open pipes, technically, because we have our well goes into the ground, and it's an open pipe into rock, because that's where we get our water. We have a propane tank that's outside. Yeah, if it freezes and any of those pipes freeze, we're cut off from something. I love it. I love it out here, and I love the cold weather. It's just one of those things that come with it, I guess. In other news, yes, I do know how to crochet. I can't do it since I have to have one hand to hold the camera, and crocheting requires both hands. But I'm working on my triple stitch, and I decided while working on my triple stitch, I'm just going to make a small little hold blanket, whatever. Mainly because I like the triple stitch and I like this yarn, even though this has been my practice yarn, and I have torn up my actual blanket pretty badly. I sort of feel guilty about that, but I mean at the same time that blanket's over 20 years old. It's also not the same stitch as that blanket because Grandma made that blanket with crochet and I haven't learned that stitch yet. I just really like the triple stitch. A little rough though. Anyways, trying to think what I was going to say. Pokémon is coming out this week. It's coming out Friday morning at midnight. Not sure if it's going to be at everybody's time zone, so it's going to come out midnight to you, then midnight to me, and then midnight to Mountain, and then midnight to Pacific, and so on and so forth. Or if it's just going to come out in the US at midnight Eastern or midnight Pacific. And I say either or, not one of the ones in the middle, because midnight Eastern is when, the United States days change, because everyone considers New England, East Coast as the United States for some reason. Mainly because it's the most populated. But it could also be Pacific because that's one, it's the closest to Japan, which is Nintendo, and two, that's where Nintendo of America is located. So it could be either or. I don't know. It doesn't say on my DS which time zone it's going to be released. I guess we're going to wait closer to the release date for that. I'm excited. Everybody's excited who's keeping up with it. They released a new video today. Showing the new Pokemon moves, showing the starter's new Z moves, which are brand new games exclusive to Sun and Moon, and two new Ultra Beasts, which Sky are just dead set determined are aliens. I'm pretty sure Sky's just dead set determined this entire game is an allegory on aliens. And I assume she's dead set determined because every time we talk about Sun and Moon, the first thing out of her mouth is aliens! It's the most adorable thing ever. I'm a terrible person. And I mean I'm a terrible person in the fact of I have no control of my life at times. So I live out here in the middle of nowhere. Amazon says they're going to get Sun and Moon to us day of release. That means November 18th it's going to get here, supposedly. I live in the middle of nowhere. I live in Alpine. literally the way Alpinites or Alpiners or whatever you call us, anyone in West Texas who lives off of I-10, the way any of us see packaging is it's going to come late or it's going to come damaged, or both. If you're really unlucky, it becomes both. That's just a hazard of living out here, as with the cold hazard. Because, I mean, FedEx drives a giant truck down from El Paso once a day in the early morning. So if it's not in El Paso by 4 a.m. or something, it's not going to get here. UPS has a plane that comes from DFW. Yes, a plane. We have an airport out here. And if it's not here, if it's not in DFW by 4, it's not going to be in Alpine because the plane lands at 6:30 here in the Alpine International Airport. I actually watch it come in before I leave for work, or before. If I'm working a night shift, I'll watch it come in while I'm at work, and if I'm going in, I can normally see it either landing or coming down as I'm going in. And then UPS is just, or not UPS, USPS just once a day. Maybe. It doesn't get here until 2. We don't get our mail till 4. Hazard. Anyway, so I bought a digital copy because I wanted it on day of release. So now I get 3 Pokemon games. Your word of the week is control because I have none. Also jueves. I'm really positive it's jueves. But I keep double questioning myself, and I'm not sure why. See ya.